I wanted to make this video before Christmas happened because it only makes sense, right? But I was trying to scour through Reddit and other sites and no one was posting their Christmas confessions. Maybe they saved their confessions for the church. That's fine, but I had nothing to work with, so I completely abandoned the idea. But it wasn't until I realized that people usually air their holiday grievances out after the holidays. And it was true because Reddit has been completely bombarded with everyone just telling about their stories as what has happened in the past couple days. So let's read and see how everyone's Christmas has gone this year. My boyfriend was inconsiderate on Christmas Eve and didn't get me a gift. This is a throwaway because I honestly just need to vent about this and to know if I'm crazy or not. So for context, me, 21 female, and my boyfriend, 30 male, have been dating for about 2 months now. We've known each other for a year. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that. I like that age difference is making me uncomfortable. I don't care if you're an adult. Your frontal lobe has not fully developed yet. 10-year age gaps are none of my business. But personally, if you're 30 and you're dating a 40-year-old, that makes sense. If you're 40 dating a 50-year-old, that makes sense. But if you're 20 dating a 30-year-old, whatever. I don't care. Whatever. All right. This was our first holiday together, and honestly, he showed some traits that are very much deal breakers for me, and I don't know what to do. Every Christmas Eve, me and my mother get together and have a get-together with sandwiches and a nice charcuterie board. And this year, about a week and a half before Christmas, I invited him. He's been very busy these past 2 weeks moving into a new place, so I thought it would give us some good time together on the holidays. He agreed to coming over at 5 o'clock. Christmas Eve rolls around, and I have to work until 3 p.m. He comes and sees me at work and brings me a bottle of wine, which I thought was super sweet, and told me he would see me and my mom later at our house. Now I get off work, and I'm preparing the food with my mother, and at around 4:45, I get a text from him that says, "Hey, roommate took the car, so I was wondering if you could pick me up." I need my 21-year-old teenage girlfriend to pick me up. I need my 21-year-old teenage girlfriend. I need my teenage girlfriend. You know, if I was invited to a dinner event and I couldn't find transportation to get there, I wouldn't ask the host, "Hey, can you just swing by and pick me up? I'm in the carpool lane. Can you please come pick me up?" You know, unless you live in some sort of like remote area, like Lisbon, North Dakota, and there are no Uber transportations, I don't know. Take a public bus. Find a fucking way. Don't ask the host. I was a little irritated because we had this planned for a week now, and I, as well as my mother, had put in a lot of effort preparing the food for him to come over. Exactly. That's what I just said. So I call him and ask why he let her use the car knowing that we had plans, and it turned into a whole big fight. I felt like he was being inconsiderate, expecting me to pick him up when he knew I was busy preparing dinner for him, and he felt like that I was blowing it out of proportion. I just feel like he doesn't put in the effort in this relationship that I do, and it makes me very sad. Most people say, you know, each person gives 50% of themselves to make 100% great relationship. No, bitch, it's each person giving 100%. That's how it works. He ends up coming over after his roommate gets back 2 hours after we originally had plans. And when I give him his gift, he says, "I only bought you that cheap wine, so I didn't come empty-handed because I didn't get you anything." I just feel so defeated and like I'm always the one putting in effort for everyone else while I get the bare minimum in return. Does anyone have advice on this? I am only so upset because this has been one of many instances that is starting to become a pattern of him being uncaring and inconsiderate. Every woman wants to be able to mother, but you're doing it in the wrong way. You're actually babysitting. And the 30-year-old man at that is so crazy to end a sentence being like, "I got you this wine because I didn't buy you anything." I didn't buy you anything. What a slap in the face. My advice is to dump the senior citizen. Start dating in your age pool. You're 21 and he's 30 years old and he's behaving like he's 15. There's a lot of numbers and math involved, but it all equals to you getting out of that situation. Husband has ruined my Christmas. All of this is just going to be like how men have been horrible during the holidays, and I'm fine with that. My husband, 35 male, and I, 35 female, have been married for 4 years and have 2 children, 3 months old male and 2-year-old male. This is the first Christmas where my toddler understands a lot more about what's going on, and we've been talking about Santa, decorating the tree, wrapping family gifts together, etc. My husband has been talking a lot about building family traditions for the kids, which I thought was lovely. My family has a German background, so we opened up the gifts from family on Christmas Eve together with my parents and This is so interesting because I recently just learned that people of German descent, or Germans, they open gifts on Christmas Eve and they celebrate on Christmas Eve. Like, that's the Christmas, on Christmas Eve. And I was like, that's crazy. My family also does that. And then I did the math and I was like, my great-grandparents were immigrants from Germany. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, I had a rough night with the baby, so slept a little longer than usual this morning, but not unreasonable, I thought. I woke up at 7:45, the toddler had woken at 6 a.m., and my husband had gotten up to him. I got up to discover that my husband had opened up the presents from Santa with my toddler already, which has left me devastated. I felt so excluded and robbed of seeing the joy of my child's face opening up the gifts I had picked out for him. He didn't wait until I woke up or wake me up if the toddler couldn't wait. My husband commented that it was a lovely father-son moment, which drove the knife further. What the fuck? That's what Father's Day is for, not Christmas. Oh my god. Sorry. Like, what does that mean? That is so fucking stupid. Your wife is visibly upset, and you look at her and you say, well, it was a great father-son bonding moment. It was a great time for me and the pal to really get some good memories. That's what playing ball in the front yard is for. That's what fishing is for. Oh, that is cheap. Clearly, I'm an afterthought when he thinks of family. I've been holding back tears all day for the sake of the toddler. We need to do a analysis. We need to do a test as to why these wonderful women always end up with the most inconsiderate, horrible men. Do you want a father-son moment? This is what you do. You buy him a sport or something you could do, like a puzzle or Scrabble, and you guys play together. You buy a gift that could potentially have a father-son moment. What a selfish bitch. I hope you guys divorce and, like, I don't know, you get a good hefty amount of money from his side. Let's move on. I can't keep thinking about this. I have no advice except for getting a lawyer, because you can't just blow off one instance and be like, oh, he's just a guy. He's just silly. He's just men, yeah, exactly. Okay, Christmas as the last single member of the family. I'm 32, female, the youngest in a family of 5. Both my brothers have wives and little ones. They all came over at like 2 p.m. I played with the kids for a while, played a board game with them. The adults all avoided me. Nobody asked me how work was going. Nobody asked me about my life. Eventually, I just sunk into the background and watched Elf by myself while everyone else hung out together. Gift time comes around and I got all the kids something. Parents got gifts, brothers got gifts, their wives got gifts, and of course the kids. I didn't get anything. Not one. No gift cards, no boxes, not even chocolates. Not a single gift. My brother cracks a joke. Must have been on the naughty list. I laugh, but I know the real reason. I don't matter. Nobody remembered me. I got everyone something even though I don't have a lot to give, and everyone just forgot about me. I took care of my brother's kids for 2 years and still not even a Christmas card. I swallow it down and just help clean up. I'm in bed asleep by 10 p.m. Merry Christmas. Unfortunately, there are a lot of families that operate like this, that they don't see value in a person, in their children when they're adults, unless they have a partner. They could be jobless, but if they don't have a significant other, you're just a waste of space. I do sense a little bit of misogyny in the sense of that you're the only woman and your brothers have wives and whatever, and like they just like what about the wives? Are the wives not girls? They didn't forget you. They purposefully left you out. They knew that you were gonna do all this stuff, but they didn't do anything in return, and that is so fucking sad. I'm really sorry. You seem like a really good aunt, though. Like, you interact with your brother's children, and then they don't do anything as a thanks or a return when this is the perfect time in the year to do so. And that's really upsetting that it seems like the only way they will see you as a person and respect you as one is if you get a partner. I'm really sorry that's something you have to go through. A lot of other families as well go through this. I will come in, I will play your girlfriend, and then I will lay down the law, and I will say some things that a lot of people don't want to hear. Boyfriend did not get me anything for Christmas and I feel hurt. This is so upsetting. Like, most of these stories, most people are getting things off of their chest or just, like, saying, hey, the male figure in my life is kind of an asshole, and I don't know how to come to terms with it. We've been together for almost 2 years now. I enjoy putting a lot of thought and sentiment into what I give him. Today, I let him know I was heading out early to pick up his Christmas gift. I made a 3-hour drive to go get it, and ended up spending most of the day in the city, also looking for a gift for his sister and nephew Byra's request. He got off work early and let me know he was going to pick up something at the hardware store. Personally, have not been in the best Christmas spirit this year. Been a little depressed, but I was thrilled about how happy he would be with what I got him. So excited to give him his gifts, I could barely wait. I was asking when he wants to open his presents and looking for the tape with the wrapping paper, and he says, "Sorry, I didn't get you anything." I was a little taken aback. He went on to say that when he was out earlier, he didn't get the chance to go to another store. While I was running around to different stores looking for a gift for his nephew, he was at the furniture store browsing sofas for the addition they are building on his house. You know, I don't buy the whole, I didn't have time to buy a Christmas gift. I had work and I had things to do. You know, the great thing about Christmas is that the gifts are not themed. They don't have to be on theme, right? You can buy a Christmas gift at any time of the year. You could buy one in February. Heck, you could buy one in August. You know, air fryers are available year-round. For some reason, people think the only time you can buy a Christmas gift is from November to December. And the whole thing being like, well, you know, the holidays, they came up so fast. But, you know, Christmas has been happening for a really long fucking time. And it also happens annually. Like, it happens every single year. It's not like a lunar eclipse where it happens every couple years or several, you know, it's not going to come up on you like a surprise. There's a long buildup, right? Those Christmas deals start in July. They actually start the day after Christmas. Everything's discounted. He also said, I've been getting out of work late, but we live together and he gets home before I'm even done work. He's also been drinking every evening this week to pregame for his family's Christmas party, so it wasn't like there wasn't free time to stop by the store. I thought maybe he was kidding, so I playfully asked if it was true he didn't get me anything, and in an irritated tone, he just said, I don't have anything for you. And as I was playing around, he said, don't keep asking me. I don't want to get mad. What the fuck? Why would you get mad? Why would you get mad? Shouldn't she be the one that's mad? Why would you be mad? You created the situation yourself. Don't make me get upset that I didn't find the time of day to get you something special for you on Christmas Day. Don't make me upset that I didn't put any effort in. I went from a little shocked and disappointed to devastated. I still want to give him his gift because I care about him. I don't know why you do. If my man, okay, said this to me and I got him a great gift and he said, I didn't get you anything. And I was like, well, oh, come on. There must be something I did. No, I didn't get you anything. Stop trying to get at me. Stop trying to create a problem out of nothing. Stop mentioning it before I get mad. I would return the gift. I would return the gift. Right in front of him. I'd make sure he's within eye line. Okay? And I want him to see me picking up the gift, going to the store, and I come back and he's like, oh, where'd you go? I said, oh, well, I guess I didn't get you anything either. You got a gift though. I saw that you got a gift for me. Don't keep asking me. I don't want to get mad. Inside, I definitely feel hurt. I'm not into material things, but it's Christmas and it's a sentiment that counts. I don't even know what to say to him to convey how I feel. What we do is we don't use our words to communicate, but we use our actions. We pack our things and we move out. What I want to know is that you've been together for almost 2 years, so what did he get you previously? Did he get you anything previously? Did he suddenly stop putting in the effort? Oh my god. We have to end with a silly one. Or something that doesn't involve women getting upset. Okay. Guy I'm seeing legitimately thinks Santa Claus is real. I think he actually believes Santa is a real person in some capacity and thinks he delivers presents to his family personally. I'm probably going to leave tomorrow because it's been an awful so far and I just want out. You know, I believe that I will one day be retired. Like, I believe I will have enough money in the bank to be retired. The people around me know that's not going to happen, but they let me live in my head, in my little fantasy, because it doesn't hurt anyone. I'll call him Adam. Adam 25 male is from a pretty rural area up in the mountains, and his family are what I consider religious extremists. He told me this before I, 23 female, came to see them for Christmas, that they were very religious, and as are mine, so I thought it would be similar. I've only been seeing him a couple months, and his beliefs have only came up minimally, and Santa Claus was not part of that. I don't even think we've mentioned it at all, despite us walking around Walmart with Christmas decorations / holiday stuff on the shelves, and him saying he wishes there was more Christian decor. Adam and his family call Santa Saint Nick to start off with. He has a large family, and we had a lot of regular Christmas Eve activities all day, including cooking breakfast and dinner with his family, sitting around and playing with the children, going to a church event around lunchtime. When we went to church, his mom would shake her head disapprovingly at some references towards Santa Claus the pastor made, and would whisper to his younger brother and her nephew next to her. I didn't hear what was said. When we made dinner, she told me to fix a plate for Saint Nick, and I laughed and I said, "Cookies aren't enough?" And Adam shot me a horrified look. I felt the gaze of his mother as she gave me this sort of fake smile and said, "No, hun, that's not a filling meal." So I loaded up about as much as I gave Adam and the men in his family and put it on a plate. His mom put tinfoil over it and put it in the fridge in the garage. At some point, around 2/3 of his family left. The children went to bed. I'm gonna read this as like it's like a storybook. The children went to bed after an hour of it being dark. Adam's mom told them to go settle into bed so Saint Nick can have his dinner and start to deliver presents. The logic doesn't make sense if they truly believe in Santa Claus. He's going around every single person's house eating their milk and cookies, and she thinks that he's not filled enough, that he needs a Golden Corral buffet plate. I think they're trying to slow him down so they catch him in the action. I think this is all an elaborate scheme. It's like when like you put like food under a box and then like you catch the animal eating the food, you know? The milk and cookies, he would just eat it so quick that they had to be like, oh, we got to bring out a whole Thanksgiving feast. He's got to stay longer. This gave me the implication that he would start his night here, rather than just stop by and have cookies and leave. I'm not sure. I really love that you're really breaking down the timeline and logic of Santa's mission and the timeline of like how he starts off like, oh, there's no way that he's just gonna stop by and eat it, but like the meal indicates that this is where he begins his journey. His mom read a couple passages out of the Bible about family as we sat around their wood-burning stove, and we discussed my family situation a bit. This is a movie. Like, this is like one of those, I'm not comparing it to Get Out, but it is one of those movies where you bring someone home for the holidays, and the family's just not fucking right in the head. Adam's dad then told Adam and I, as well as his little sister, to go to the guest house to sleep. It was about 9 p.m. I changed in the bathroom and said my goodnight to them, and was about to walk out the door with Adam when his mother snapped her fingers and said, "Hun, you're forgetting the most important part of Christmas?" Adam looked pale for a sec, before kind of nervously laughing and stepped back, the door holding my hand. We went out into the garage where he grabbed the plate. I said something like, "She's really serious about Santa getting his food, huh?" Trying to lighten the mood, he squeezed my hand real hard and said, "Yes, I'd say it's serious." I think this family has in on Santa that the rest of us don't. We went back in to microwave the meal, and we awkwardly stood there in front of the microwave watching the plate turn around. I felt his parents' gaze on the back of my head. I said something again, I can't even remember what, kind of lighthearted about Santa having a full stomach if he eats like this at every house. That's what I'm fucking saying. That's what I'm saying. Adam gripped my hand harder than he did before, as the first sign of affection he had given me in front of his parents all night. He said, "Oh, sorry, I read ahead. His name is St. Nicholas, and he only eats his dinner here. Don't be disrespectful in our home." It sounds calm, all typed out like that, but the way he said it gave me chills. His parents didn't say anything, and I felt like I was going to cry. Y'all white, huh? It's a white family, huh? I know a lot of people of color are heavy on religion, but when it comes to fairy tales, no one takes it more serious than the palm-colored. I left to walk in the backyard to the guest house, and his sister was waiting in this mostly empty living room area in there. She said she started the wood-burning stove there, and she showed me where to sleep, a twin bed next to her, and said Adam would be in the next room over with his younger brother. I just laid down and I heard Adam come in maybe half an hour later and go straight to bed. I've just been laying here, unable to get to sleep. Honestly, like, the people who own those small town inns, in those Christmas Hallmark movies. They have like a midsummer cult mindset when it comes to Christmas. We can't cancel the Christmas holiday bake-off special seasonal Christmas tree lighting. We can't do it. It's not allowed. Things will go very badly if we cancel the competition. You see, we can't do that. Someone is going to come and put coal in your stocking and other places if we cancel such an event. That's what this is sounding like. I've just been laying here unable to get sleep because I'm so anxious, and I already hear movement in the main house at this point, and I just don't know what to think. I thought after everyone had left, mostly small children, the Saint Nick talk would end. I think his family, or at least him and everyone younger, legitimately believe this is a real person. His parents are really strict and live relatively off-grid and isolated. I barely have any service here, so I'll see if this posts because I can't even text my friends SOS right now. Like, I honestly don't care if this is, like, made up. It's good. Like, it's good. Like, I'm eating, you know? I don't care, I'm being entertained. I feel like I'm in a horror movie when they believe Santa is like a distant uncle or something. Does anyone know of any traditions like this? They killed a pig sometime in the last week. Oh shit, they killed a pig. And well, as a couple chickens and the whole family's coming back tomorrow. And maybe it'll be less weird with more people being here. A few of his cousins gave me a more modern vibe rather than the rest of the nuclear family. But I don't know. I might just head back and stay at my apartment a couple hours away, alone. I don't think I can continue seeing him. It's just been so weird. This is either a Christmas fable or a mental illness of delusion which could have genetic implications. You better watch out! Is it bad that I kind of want OP to stay with the boyfriend and come back for Easter to see if the Easter Bunny's also real to this family? Hey, Abs, let's go, right? God, what a funny story. Hey, I'm for the stay until Easter and see how long this thing goes. You know, when I'm stuck in a cult, my go-to communication to make sure my story is out there is reddit.com, and I'd like to thank Reddit for sponsoring. No. Thank you for watching. How was your Christmas? Was it as shitty as everyone else's? Let me know in the comments. I will see you next time. Have a great new year. All right. Thank you.